Hello everyone. So we all been talking about how ChatGPT is changing our jobs and software engineering is no different. And specifically, I've been talking with friends about TDD and how ChatGPT helps with TDD or GPTDD if you want it. And I decided to record this short demo of how I'm using it and perhaps to start this discussion. So last week I started a little project to parse comments in source files. So let's try to write that parser using this idea of TDD, of coming up with tests and making the implementation comply. So the idea here is that I'll be very careful in designing the test with ChatGPT. And then in the implementation, I think I'm less careful and let more to GPT. So let's see how it could go. So I would say my first prompt is, so here's how I'd start. Help me write a test class in Java. I'll give you the requirements and you should write me the test when I'm done. So this will allow me to build it up. So I'll start by telling him what I want about names, the name of the class and the name of the test class, as I would do if I was coding. Next, I'll define the test methods that I want. Let's start by taking comments in popular programming languages. So first, I want my parser to accept either a string or a test file in text, but for the tests, I'll mostly use strings. Then I'll tell what I actually wanted to do with that string. So what I want is to parse comments, and I want to be able to do it in any style. So let's use hashtags as in Bash, or as in Java with double slashes or slash asterisk, or XML, the weird plus bang dash dash style. So here we can see that it generated the parser of comments, giving me just the comments, which is what he thinks I want. But actually, what I want is docklets, instructions within the comment. So I will change it first to give me just the comment and not the markers. So we're nearly there. We already have the contents of the comment. I want to also add one test case for when there is no comment at all. So add a method where there is no comment at all. So this sometimes happens that you need to generate the response again, but now I'll just go to the next step and add it that I want to separate the docklets. So now let's try separating key and values in the docklets by telling it the format and giving it an example perhaps. So consider a docklet to be instruction inside comments in the format key value, where key must be a single word and value is the remainder of the comment. The key may be preceded by a space. Create a new record to represent the docklet and make the parser return the optional docklet containing the docklets found, or else none if not found. For example, the string, the key would be that. Actually, better to return a list here, because you can have many docklets in a single comment. And let's see how it goes. Something else that I want to change here is to use CDI instead of the before each. So use CDI and let's correct that it doesn't need the $sign here. Just assert like this. So this looks pretty correct. It's having a bit of trouble to generate this much output, so I'll go easy and ask bit by bit. So let's see if he can break that up. So while he goes on with the writing, I'll create a very simple project to try this out. So let's create a Quarkus CLI with the group ID doclet and the app ID parser. And in parser, let's open this in VS Code. I have a very simple command file here. Let's create a test for that. And start with our doclet parser test. First, copying the declarations. I'll create the parser class already, but we're gonna let it for later. And now the methods. First, the one for Java, style, and then the one for bash comments, for example. And let's start with this one, then we can go bring in the others, right? Oh. Get the other one. What's wrong? Let's go bit by bit. Show me the doclet record, and I'll create it here. So this one was easy. Let's get the other test methods. So let's get the bash one. And now the remainder methods. Sometimes you need to resubmit. Perhaps adding a bit of clarity might help it generate faster responses. Let's copy that one. And finally, the one without doclets. And finally, let's tell it to implement the parser class. Let's be a bit more specific. And paste here the content. Let's try the other version of GPT perhaps, see if it's faster. Oh no, here it is. Do you think it's going to use regex or string splitting? Let's see. That's not too bad. And I'm going to stop him because I want him to use vars or it or they. I don't know, she, whatever. Don't know its pronouns. Replace, use var declarations when possible. So, once again, let's copy this and get only the declaration, and then we go method by method. It's a bit faster than going the full class. So here's that declaration, and write only the missing method. Finally, this one, and end of class. So we are ready to check if this will pass. Moment of truth. Gonna move pointer here. Oh, I see. I need to add Quarkus test here. And we're not testing the file versions. And let's run this again. And yay, everything passes. So the idea here is that I don't really care a lot about this matching right now. I know that it might not be the greatest thing, but it works, and it works as specified, so I'm glad enough. That's it for today. Thanks.